5 amazing finalists, but only one can emerge as the winner. From elementary to middle to high school, who will be named as Duval County's 2016 Teacher of the Year? Welcome to a new episode of Real School. I'm Desiree Miller. We're just days away from the big reveal.
So you know why we're here?
I pretty much figure out.
Well, we're here because you have been selected as one of the district finalists for Teacher of the Year.
Yay!
I can't thank you enough for all the years of service that you provided to the community. I'm very proud to announce that Miss Park is one of our finalists for Teacher of the Year. Where's she at?
It's such an honor to do this every day. To my colleagues, yes, it's a challenge, but the wonderful part is we get to come to school every day and work with these great children.
Mr. White, how are you? This is Nikolai Vitti, Superintendent of Schools. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good to hear from you. I'm calling to let you know that you have been selected as one of the district finalists for Teacher of the Year.
Thank you.
I'm here to surprise you, obviously.
Yeah, I know the French, y'all.
And announce that you're a finalist for Teacher of the Year.
I'm overwhelmed. I really am. I am really overwhelmed, but so glad that I have an opportunity to represent my colleagues because we are oftentimes overlooked and we are doing some dynamic things.
I'm here to announce that your teacher, Ms. Pleshay, is a finalist for Teacher of the Year.
I'm surprised. Thank you. I'm very blessed for this honor and hope to represent Edgemere well.
Here's an interesting fact. This year's Eddie Awards marks 25 years of celebrating great teachers. Here's video from last year's ceremony. If you know anything about the Eddie Awards, you know this celebration is unlike any other. Each year, hundreds gather to honor excellence in education. This year's silver anniversary celebration will be held at the Hyatt Regency Hotel. It will be a gala and dinner. To learn more about this event or about the finalists, visit eddieawardsjax.org. From community partners to pet pigs, Duval schools are finding some very creative ways to celebrate literacy. Real School anchor Joel Oliver joins us with the scoop.
Desiree, it's called Celebrate Literacy Florida. Once a year, schools across the state unite in celebrating all there is to love about literacy. As for the next story, let's just say the school is keeping it real.
Let me see you make a funny face.
That's Timothy Sloan. He served as a special guest reader in Mrs. Rhonda Bridgman's kindergarten class at Biscayne Elementary School. Sloan's visit was a part of a school-wide event called Real Men Read, held in conjunction with Celebrate Literacy Week. Everyone from mentors, parents, and community members spent the morning reading to students. Sloan read a book called The Way I Feel. He invited students to act out parts and even play a little dress-up. Sloan says it's this kind of interaction that helps children cultivate a love of reading.
So when they see us come in reading, especially men, to me, what I see on their faces, it's like, wow, okay, I want to read, I want to do this, I want to do that. And that makes me feel good because, again, you're not trying to do this and that, you just want the best for these children. So I think that is very good when they see us reading and it lets them know that it's very important.
Biscayne welcomed about 30 volunteers, enough for every class to welcome a guest reader. Great job! From pigtails to princesses and pajamas, students and teachers at Thomas Jefferson Elementary School celebrated their favorite books in costume. This little girl celebrated the book Charlotte's Web by dressing up and bringing her pet pig to school. I think that's a first for me. And for these teachers, their costumes were inspired by the book My Teacher Sleeps in School. I see what you did there. The entire school took turns walking the halls in the character parade. Class by class, students held up their books before their peers and their parents. This character parade was just one of many ways the school enjoyed Celebrate Literacy Week. Other activities included a crazy hair and hat day, highlighting the school's Dr. Seuss theme. Celebrate Literacy Week is a part of the statewide initiative, Just Read Florida. You can learn much more about it by visiting justreadflorida.com. For Real School, I'm Joel Oliver. Back to you, Desiree.
Thousands of students, hundreds of projects, and one big event. It was full steam ahead at the district's 3rd annual elementary science fair. Rural School reporter Charlotte Rogers has the highlights.
Desiree, who doesn't love a fun science experiment? In fact, let's do one now. Will you or won't you enjoy what you're about to see? My hypothesis is you're going to love this science fair. Help me, I'm melting. How greasy are your chips? Balloon Boom. These aren't just creative titles, they're creative projects. Each one a journey into science, created by Duval County Public Schools students. Welcome to the 3rd Annual Elementary Science Fair at the Prime Osborne Convention Center. The theme, Full Steam Ahead.
I like science experiments because you can do crazy stuff or you can learn something new.
Without a doubt, students are learning lots of new things. All you have to do is walk these aisles to see the ideas are endless.
What's different this year is we have more kids involved in science fair. Last year we were sparking interest. This year we've ignited curiosity.
On this day, schools from across the district are touring the fair as part of a special field day. So, how does the students' project end up here? Elementary schools have the option of holding their own science fair. Students can participate as individuals or in groups. The top projects from each school go on to compete at the district level. Exciting news for Mayport students Samantha Carmen and Brooke Farrell.
It makes me feel very special because everybody gets to look at my projects.
Students are competing for a first, second, third, or grand prize award in each grade level. Part of that process includes an interview.
Then those students are then interviewed by our specialists to determine did the kid in fact do the project themselves or did they get more help from their parents or some guardian than they should have. We want parents involved, but we don't want them doing the entire project themselves, more like adult supervision.
Twins Matthew and Aiden Locantora are participating in the district fair for the first time with their project, Home Tidings.
We were trying to see which has more salinity, high, low, or middle tide, and to see if in the future if the salinity or how much it's affected after the dredging of St. John's River.
Beyond being thrilled to compete,
I was really excited, I was about to faint excited.
Both students and district leaders clearly recognize the long-term benefits, developing a deeper love and understanding of science.
We've had more students participate in doing science fair projects, which takes them through the process of science, and ultimately it helps them to understand science in the classroom.
In all, nearly 500 projects were submitted in this science fair. And guess what? The twins you saw in the story scored a second-place win in the 5th grade group category. Congrats to the winners and participants. For Real School, I'm Charlotte Rogers. Back to you.
You can say there's something in the water in our next story, some good old-fashioned competition. The Mount Hermon Exceptional Student Center recently held its first science fair. Rural School cameras were on the scene, capturing the fun. The theme for the fair was the wonders of water. Students had a chance to check out each other's work, and judges scored each project. No doubt we saw tons of creativity, but in the end, there were 2 big winners. In the elementary grades, the project Sink or Float took the top spot. And for the upper grades, the winning project went to making ice cream in a bag. Congratulations! Coming up on Real School, a small screen star is making big waves at a Duval Middle School. After the break, find out what brought this well-known actress to DuPont Middle and hear what message she has to share with students. Plus, the Horsepower Cafe is up and running at Mandarin High School. Stay tuned as we show you what's brewing behind the scenes. Don't change the channel. Real School will be right back.
This journey has been 150 years in the making. Are you ready to make history? Now, I'm not going to sugarcoat this. You need to focus and work hard every day at everything you do. Together, we will achieve greatness. I promise you all this. Give me 100% and we will win. Who's with me?
When I read, I shoot for the stars. As an astronaut, a boy spaceship. When I read, I learn ways I can keep my dog healthy, just like a veterinarian.
When I read, I'm a firefighter. Feels great to save the day. When I read, my career is clear for takeoff as a pilot. The sky's the limit.
VPK students develop literacy skills needed to become better readers. For a complete list of the Duval County Public Schools that offer VPK, go to duvalschools.org or call us at 904-390-2877.
Looks fun, right? That's video of Sonia Manzano, longtime television star and first-time guest to DuPont Middle School. Welcome back to Real School. The actress and writer spent the morning speaking to students in the dual language program.
So you're learning in Spanish and in English, and that's a very good thing.
Manzano is best known for spending more than 40 years playing Maria on the show Sesame Street. As a part of her visit to DuPont, she spoke to students about her own childhood, what it was like growing up bilingual, and her involvement in the arts. Manzano's visit was a part of an arts education event put on by Any Given Child Jacksonville. Her advice to students: read lots of books and pursue your dream. Our next story is a slam dunk. That's because this Duval senior has great game, on and off the court. Real School reporter Alex Sobel joins us with the play-by-play.
Talk about a National Signing Day success. As soon as this athlete signed the dotted line, we knew it was nothing but net. Meet Jordan Simmons, a senior at Andrew Jackson High School.
Jordan, you're going to do very well. You done us proud.
In a room full of balloons and signs, all eyes are on this rising star and his big announcement.
And this couldn't have happened without the support of Andrew Jackson High School.
This is the first National Signing Day event to be held at Andrew Jackson High School in several years. But school staff say they're celebrating much more than just a top-notch athlete.
He's been very consistent with his coursework, with applying for college.
They're also celebrating a determined, hardworking student.
You talk about his character, he's probably one of the best characters you can have.
After brief remarks from teachers and family members, Simmons made it official.
I would like to officially commit to the College of St. Elizabeth in New Jersey, and I chose that because I felt like that was the best opportunity for me, and that's why I continue my education and my basketball career.
Wow, what an exciting moment, not just for Andrew Jackson High School, but also for the college. You see, for years, the College of St. Elizabeth has been an all-girls school, but beginning this fall, the college will be co-ed. Part of that transition means starting new men's athletic teams. For Simmons, the opportunity was too good to resist.
It's a new beginning, so everything's fresh and new, so I really like that opportunity. The coach, he really came hard after me after he saw me over this summer, and it's a lot of schools that sent me stuff, but he always constantly sent me something each and every week.
Simmons didn't always attend Andrew Jackson, but his family says the school is a big reason behind his success.
I'm a product of Andrew Jackson High School, so I know the background of Andrew Jackson. When I was here, the staff was excellent, the teachers was excellent, so in combination with the coaching with James Collins, and plus the teachers and staff, I figured was the best good fit for my son.
He's always been an extremely good leader. He's just became a more better all-around player, and we're just happy to have him.
Simmons says his plans for college go beyond basketball. He wants to study biology, enter the military, and eventually become a pharmacist. We have a feeling that Simmons is going to score big time, both on and off the court.
In all honesty, it's self-discipline. I give all my success to my parents because they're the ones who push me to keep doing better instead of just settling for less.
Simmons really is great both off and on the court. He's literally #1, as in the valedictorian of his senior class. Good luck. For Real School, I'm Alex Sobel.
Whether it's a cup of joe, a fresh salad, or a muffin, Mandarin High School students can now grab it on the go. It's all thanks to the brand new Horsepower Cafe, right in the heart of the school's cafeteria. The Horsepower Cafe is a student-guided project of Chartwell's K-12. Staffers say they surveyed students to come up with the concept and the menu. Some of the perks include extra seating and outlets to charge cell phones. And of course, there's the food. Students can buy everything from fresh fruit to wraps to lattes during breakfast and lunch.
We wanted to be able to provide these beverages and these food items for students, but of course we want to make sure that we have our own healthy spin on them as well.
By the way, the name Horsepower Cafe is the result of a school-wide contest. A 10th grade student won a gift card for coming up with the catchy title. STEM studies in Duval County are receiving a big boost in the form of a $1.2 million grant. Real School anchor George Boston has the full report.
Desiree, I can give you 11 good reasons on why this grant is going to make a big impact on our schools. 11 is the number of schools that stand to gain new, state-of-the-art equipment, granting our students one world-class opportunity. Between the robots and the remote controls, the gadgets and gear came an exciting announcement from district leaders and supporters.
We are here this morning to talk about the opportunities of STEM learning.
These aren't just props in a news conference. They're a sneak peek into what the future holds for 11 Duval elementary schools.
Instead of learning science through memorization, through textbooks, they will learn science through doing. And that learning and the concepts become alive as they work through the scientific process, the inquiry-based process.
Thanks to a $1.2 million school improvement grant, the district will have the chance to create new STEM labs, 11 of them to be exact, and they'll be installed in some of our highest needs elementary schools. The labs will be used for grades 3 to 5. And will vary in theme. Students will study everything from ocean life to air power, space exploration, and robotics, and more.
They are naturally curious. And what we have to do as a school system is capture and leverage and continue to expand that natural curiosity through the sciences. And often what happens is our children are not exposed to science in a continuous basis, especially starting at young ages.
District leaders say these new labs are part of a long-term plan to expose students to STEM subjects at an early age. You may remember last year, Duval County received grants to fund similar labs in 9 middle schools. In fact, we caught this science action at Twin Lakes Academy Middle School. That is so cool. School board members say using a fun, hands-on approach to spark students' interest is critical. Reports show that Northeast Florida continues to experience shortages in STEM-based careers.
Our businesses here in Jacksonville, like many around the country, are in dire need for professionals in the STEM fields.
In 2018, which is 2 years from now, we will have 1 million computer science jobs open in the United States unfilled by American workers.
But leaders are hopeful that one lab at a time, the benefits of these new programs will reach far beyond the classroom and into the community.
Our job as a district is to prepare students for success and to inspire them for great opportunities and innovations in college or career and life.
Wow, I bet those students can't wait to get their hands on all that equipment. Same for teachers. In fact, teachers at all 11 schools are receiving special training to help enhance the experience. For Real School, I'm George Boston. Back to you.
Coming up on Real School, Duval County Public Schools has creativity down to an art. Right after the break, we're sitting down with the district's director of visual and performing arts. Tune in as he discusses the important link between the arts and education. Don't change the channel. Real School will be right back.
When I read, I shoot for the stars. As an astronaut, a boy spaceship. When I read, I learn ways I can keep my dog healthy, just like a veterinarian.
When I read, I'm a firefighter. Feels great. Today's the day. When I read, my career is clear for takeoff as a pilot. The sky's the limit.
VPK students develop literacy skills needed to become better readers. For a complete list of the Duval County Public Schools that offer VPK, go to duvalschools.org or call us at 904-390-2877.
This journey has been 150 years in the making. Are you ready to make history? Now, I'm not going to sugarcoat this. You need to focus and work hard every day at everything you do. Together, we will achieve greatness. I promise you all this. Give me 100% and we will win. Who's with me?
We are!
Better attendance, higher test scores, and stronger achievement. Year after year, studies show a positive link between the arts and academic performance. Joining us now with a closer look at arts in our district is Real School anchor Madeline Bryant.
Thanks, Desiree. Today I'm joined by Jeffrey Smith, Director of Visual Arts and Performing Arts here at Duval County Public Schools. Thank you so much for joining us today.
It's great to be with you today.
Thank you. We just heard Desiree talk about how so many studies show positive effects between the arts and academics. Can you tell us more about that? And is there a link that you've seen in students?
Absolutely. There was a study conducted by the Center for Fine Arts Education here in Florida that studied hundreds of thousands of high school students and found that the greater the level of arts participation, the higher the degree of high school graduation, lower dropout rates, greater achievement in their studies and on achievement tests. And it shows, many studies have also shown that student engagement is increased, critical thinking skills, creativity, collaboration, and those skills we really need to build in our students for the 21st century workforce. There was also a report in 2011 issued by the President's Committee on Arts and Humanities called Reinvesting in Arts Education that drew those links between studying the arts, visual arts, dance, theater, and music, of course, and student engagement, participation, different activities, civic engagement, and what's really interesting is the social emotional benefits for our students as well. So it really helps develop the whole child.
Are the arts present in all of our schools, and what are some opportunities that our students have?
There has been a huge expansion of the arts in our schools thanks to our wonderful school board and our superintendent, Dr. Nikolai Vitti. Every single elementary school in our school system has at least one full-time art and music teacher. And our secondary programs have seen a big expansion with many of them increasing the number of arts teachers so that we see visual and performing arts teachers in most of our middle and high schools. And we're continuing to expand those programs. In fact, in 2010-11 school year, we had about 3,000 students in our secondary instrumental programs, and now we have over 6,300 students in those instrumental programs alone. So we're seeing tremendous growth and interest by students, and thankfully our school district has invested in those programs.
How important have community partnerships been in expanding the arts in our school?
It is critically important that we have the investment of our partners in this work, and thankfully our nonprofit and business partners have made a lot of innovative programming possible. We have the STEAM Cultural Passport program, which has been around a few years and enables us to provide every single Title I elementary student 3 to 4 field trip experiences every year. They're going to MOSH, MOCA, St. John's Riverkeeper, Theater Jacksonville. They're going out to the Jacksonville Zoo and Gardens and our library. And then we have a new partnership that started a few years ago as well with Any Given Child Jacksonville, and that is part of a national initiative connected to the Kennedy Center, which is enabling us to continue to expand and advocate for expansion of our arts programs in kindergarten, first, second, third, all the way up to 8th grade. So I'm really excited about all of those partners, many of whom we could spend days mentioning, but I have to say that we live in a community where the nonprofit and business community has really stepped up. Final partnership I'd like to mention is our Instruments for Change program, which was launched in December and involved the Jacksonville Symphony and the Jacksonville Public Library and the Jacksonville Public Education Fund, Florida Blue, and many other partners. And now we're going to be announcing our newest partner, Community First Credit Union, who will be collecting new and gently used instruments at 4 of their branches so that students in all of our schools can have access to the instruments they need for their studies. And we've already collected 120 instruments through that effort, through our partners.
So what are some new programs or opportunities in the district that you're most excited about?
I'm really excited about the expansion of our Met Opera HD Live program through generous funding from the Laurie Dubois Family Foundation and the Community Foundation for Northeast Florida. We now have over 3,000 students who will go to the upgraded Douglas Anderson Auditorium to see operas live streamed from the Metropolitan Opera in New York City. And I attended a few of those operas, and I can say that many of the students and parents who attended were enormously impressed with that experience on the huge projector and with the upgraded sound, many of whom had never seen an opera before in their lives, so it was a terrific experience. I mentioned earlier the STEAM Cultural Passport program, which provides over 1,700 field trips, and we're really excited about expanding some of our guitar programs for our secondary students and world drumming programs. And we've had some really terrific professional development for our teachers, and I think our students are going to be excited about course offerings next year. There is also a new arts program being expanded in the future at Fort Caroline Middle School that was recently approved by our school board. I'm very excited about what that will mean for our students with an IB World STEAM program at Fort Caroline Middle School.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks so much for having me.
You can always learn more by visiting our website, duvalschools.org/arts. For Real School, I'm Madeline Bryant. Desiree, back to you.
Thanks, Madeline. That's it for this episode of Real School. We'll be back April 3rd when a new episode debuts right here on the CW. Till then, thanks for watching and have a great day.
And guess what? The twins you saw in the story scored.
Sue, please report to the main office. Aaron Sue.
From Pigtails.
Can you see the
I can.
Congrats to the winners and participants. For Real School, I'm Charlotte Rogers. Back to you.
You can always learn more by visiting our website, duvalschools.org/arts. For Real School, I'm Madeline Bryant.
Stay tuned as we show you what's brewing behind the scenes. Don't change the channel. Real School will be right back. No.
Same for teachers. In fact, teachers at 11 schools can't wait now.
Better attendance, higher test scores, and stronger achievement. Year after year.
Hi, Desiree. Today I'm joined by Jeffrey Starr, Director.
Jeffrey Starr. Your name isn't Jeffrey Starr.
It's okay, it's a whole theater thing.